Imagine this. You grip your gladius so tightly that your knuckles turn white beneath the heavy iron. In front of you roars a barbarian horde, and beside you, shoulder to shoulder, stand fellow legionnaires. Suddenly, a chilling thought pierces your mind. Many of them will not live to see the sunset today. Do you want to know how to survive in the hell of a Roman battle? What tricks legionaries used to return home alive? And most importantly, what lessons we can learn from them for our own lives? Watch until the end, and you'll discover what kept Roman soldiers standing firm even when all hope seemed lost. The world of Roman warfare was brutally unpredictable, where survival depended on skill, luck, and sheer stubborn determination. You couldn't control the chaos of battle, but you could tilt the odds slightly in your favor. Today, we'll explore the methods soldiers used to stay alive. And who knows, maybe we'll also find practical advice for our own struggles. Times change, but the essence of human survival remains the same: avoiding the front line. Let's start with the obvious. The best way to survive a Roman battle was not to fight in one at all. Does that sound cowardly? Maybe. But we're talking about survival here, not heroism. Many legionaries proudly volunteered, but there were also times when men were conscripted against their will. In that case, your only chance was connections. If you had a powerful patron, he could arrange a safer position far from the front line. Family mattered too. A married man over 30 with children had a chance of exemption. And if you had no patron, then your skills might save you. The army needed more than fighters: engineers, clerks, builders. If you could draw, count, or heal, you had a much higher chance of serving in the rear. The key was convincing commanders they couldn't manage without you, preparing for battle. But let's say none of that worked, and now you're in the Legion. What next? Here, survival belonged to those who prepared. Every day you trained with your gladius and pilum. Movements had to become part of your body. A thrust drilled until it was instinct. A throw perfected, so it required no thought. Your armor was your friend. A loose helmet might fly off at the worst moment. Neglect your weapons, and rust would break them faster than the enemy. And of course, strength. You would march for miles carrying heavy gear, then fight for hours. Endurance alone wasn't enough. You needed explosive power to hold the line when hundreds crashed against you. Mental preparation. Speaking of endurance, let's talk cardio. Battle drained you like nothing else. Even if you could march long distances, you also had to fight at full intensity for extended periods. Marching built stamina, but combat demanded explosive fitness. Run, wrestle, climb. Do whatever it takes to build the kind of strength and endurance that could mean the difference between life and death. But the body was only half the battle. The other weapon was the mind. Fear killed faster than any sword. That's why Roman soldiers learned to accept the thought of death, not despair clarity. You couldn't control the chaos of battle, but you could control your own actions. Many leaned on stoicism. Do what is within your power, ignore what is not. Each soldier had his anchor, a prayer, an oath, or simply the thought of family. Most important of all, strength lay not in the individual, but in the unit. Your contubernium, those 7 men who ate, slept, and trained with you, were your lifeline. You weren't fighting for some abstract Rome. but for the comrade holding the shield at your side, the day of battle, and then dawn. You barely slept, but you must eat, even through nausea. Food meant strength. The march begins. Thousands of soldiers move in step, the rhythm of boots and clashing armor transforming you into part of something far greater than yourself. Fear is still there, but it's drowned out by the sound of unity. On the field, the enemy already waits. They shout. They hammer weapons on shields, trying to intimidate. But you know, it will all be decided in the minutes after the signal sounds. Orders ripple down the line. You take your place in formation. The familiar weight of your scutum on your arm and the gladius at your hip feels oddly comforting. The first clash. The command comes. You hurl your pilum aiming to break enemy shields and shatter their line. And instantly, your gladius is in hand. Seconds later, the enemy is upon you. The crash of shields is like the blow of a hammer. To fall is to die. You must stand. You must hold the line. From this moment, your world shrinks to a few feet around you. You no longer see the battle. You see only the foe before you and the shoulders of comrades beside you. Fight short and economical. Block with the shield. Thrust with the gladius. Don't chase glory. It's the formation that wins, not the lone hero. If things go badly, sometimes the enemy pushes harder. What then? The most important thing, don't panic. Running meant death. More soldiers died in routes than in battle itself. If ordered to retreat, you did it in formation, covering each other. Even a handful of men in order stood a far better chance of survival than 100 running scattered. After the battle, you survived? Don't celebrate too soon. First check yourself. Adrenaline hides wounds, and even a small cut could turn fatal by infection tomorrow. The clash of arms is over, and you're neither dead nor captured. But your trial isn't done yet. Your priority now is recovery. Tend your wounds quickly, then help your comrades. This wasn't just about camaraderie. It was about the strength of the Legion. The man you saved today could be the shield that saves you tomorrow. The lesson: remember, you're just one cog in the war machine, but that's your greatest chance at survival. 2 rules decide everything. Fight only the man in front of you. Don't spread yourself thin. Do everything you can to ensure victory. A victorious army loses far fewer men than a defeated one. Don't chase heroics. Don't try to be a strategist. Just be the most reliable part of the Roman formation you can be. Do that, and you might just live to see the sun rise again.